Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Basico ServiceNow Learning. So in today's video we are going to explore automation testing. We are going to see that what is automated test framework in ServiceNow, what all modules automated test framework have. We will also having an overview of all those modules, and we will also run a test case to see that how that automated test framework work. After that, we will talk about what are the benefits of automated test frameworks, what are the benefits of automated test framework over third-party tools, and where we should not use automated test framework. And at last, we will talk about what is the scope of automation test framework in ServiceNow testing career. Okay friends, and most importantly, after this video, do not forget to give your feedback and suggestions. Okay, so let's begin with a brief introduction of manual testing and automation testing, and then we will proceed for automated test frameworks so that we can relate things while having an exposure of automated test framework application. Okay, so friends, let's navigate to ServiceNow Personal Developer instance. So friends, this is my ServiceNow Personal Developer instance. So let's perform a manual testing first to have an overview of that. So I am typing incident over here and I am opening a new incident form. Okay, now to perform a manual testing or to test a ServiceNow incident form functionality, what we have to do, that we have to fill values manually like this. See, then short description, then description, and whatever the mandatory values is required, we fill all those values and then we click on submit. Then the incident ticket gets created, right? So in case if we have to run all scenarios of incident application, then it will take lot of time and lot of hard work required from the tester end, right? But to make a testing easy, to make a regression testing easy, or to make a repetitive action testing easy, we need an automation tool, right? We have lots of automation tools, the third-party tools such as QTP, RPA, Selenium WebDriver, right? And Test Complete. There are lots of automation testing tools. But in ServiceNow, we also have automated test framework, inbuilt automation testing tool, which basically fulfills all the requirement which is performed by third-party tool, even though automated test framework is far better from the third-party tool. So in this video we are going to see that how it is better than the third-party tools, even though we will also see the automated test frameworks along with all the modules. Okay, so the questions come that what is the automation testing, right? So automation testing is a software testing technique where we used specialized tools for the execution of and compare the actual result against the expected result, right? Whenever we are doing a testing, what we are doing? We are actually testing the actual result with the expected result. If the actual results meet the expected result, it means test pass. If the actual result does not meet the expected result, it means the test fail, right? So earlier we were doing this automation testing through third-party tools, but in ServiceNow we have now automated test framework, which is basically used to perform automation testing in ServiceNow. So let's see what is the automation test framework. So before I read this definition, first navigate to ServiceNow application, and then we will relate this definition with the practical scenarios, right? So let's navigate to ServiceNow application first here and type automated test framework. So friend, this is ServiceNow automated test framework. So as the name says, automated test framework. So the word automated says automation, and test framework is basically says that we have a framework over here which having a lots of meanings, even though it provides each and everything to perform automation testing. Okay, so now let's talk about modules. So see, we have lots of modules under automated test framework application. See test. So test, let's open this test in new tab. So test is basically to create a test cases where we will perform or we will create a test steps. Let's say I have incident ticket creation. I open this. So see, through this what we are doing, actually we are creating an incident where we have mentioned the test steps. That first step is to impersonate, then open a new form, then set field values, which we have did manually a few minutes back, right? Then field values validations, that what values we have entered, then we are validating those values, and after that we are validating the field state validation. Let's say what all fields a particular form have, those fields are mandatory or not. Okay, and then we are submitting a form. In this way we have created a test through test tabs, and when we run this test, then the particular incident ticket will be tested automatically, right? In this way we can test any form in ServiceNow application smoothly. So now let's see a second module. Then we have suits. So suits is basically a test suite. Let's open this in another tab. See, we have lots of suits available over here. So if you want to create a test suite is basically a collection of test cases. Okay, so here you can create, you can fill values, then you can save it. Once you click on save button, let's see, then we have, see here, test suite test. When we click on new, then we have an option to attach all the tests which we have created. See, we can attach all those test cases. We will create a test suite, and then we provide execution of the order, that what execution order we want to execute all those tests, and then we have a result, and all the test cases will execute automatically. Same as this, we have other modules as well. Quick start suite. So this basically, quick start suite is basically used for evaluating common customer service management and field service management scenarios. Okay, then we have test results. So whatever testing we are performing from automated test framework, those results will be displayed in test framework. Then we have parameterized test results. In ServiceNow we have an option through which we can perform testing through parameterized values as well. Even though we have suite results, so it will display the results whatever suites we have executed over here. Then we have schedules. We can run a test by scheduling it. Let's say if I want to run a test case after 5 hours, or I want to execute at night, then I can schedule the test, then that test will run at that time. Okay, so these are basically important modules of this automated test framework. So in my upcoming videos we will talk about each and every module separately. Okay, and we will move from basic to advanced level, right? So in this video I am giving an overview, even though we will also run a simple test to see how this automated test framework works. Okay, other than this we have lots of other modules as well. Let's say client test runner. So let's say if test includes steps that involves a form or any other user interface, then those test steps run in a browser or in a window. So this client test runner is basically doing that. I'll show you once I will be running a test, right? So see, we have lots of other modules as well. So we will be covering all these modules one by one when we are moving from basic to advanced. Okay, and see here we have administration, where we have properties, test configuration, test template, test configuration categories, table cleanup. But this property section is very much important. So let's see, I am opening this. So if you are going to start automated test framework testing, see, when you click on this link, I believe these checkboxes are not checked. So you have to check these checkboxes to perform automation testing. Even though we have a screenshot option also available over here, where we have 3 values, where enable for all steps, enable for field steps, or disable for all steps. If you selected like enable for all steps, even though your test is passed or failed, the screenshot will be attached in the result section. In case if you have selected enable for field step, then only which test get failed, that particular test result is having a screenshot. Okay, so let's say I have selected enable for all steps. Okay, even though we have lots of other things as well, you can navigate one by one and see what exactly those values are saying. If you have any problem, if you have any doubt, feel free to mention that in the comment box. I will answer all those queries. Okay, see, we have other properties as well. So whenever we are moving from basic to advanced, we will be using that properties as well, because as we know that automated test framework is basically used for testing forms, catalogs, even though it is also used for perform unit testing through Jasmine framework, right? There are lots of other scenarios, like we can also perform automation testing for inbound REST. Okay, so there are lots of things which where we can perform automation testing through automated test framework. Okay, so now let's move to test and let's run a test case. So here I have a test. See, I'm opening this first one, incident ticket creation. Okay, a simple test. whenever we are doing a testing or a manual testing, what we do basically, we create a test cases. Each and every test case have lots of test steps. So same as that, we also have a test case. See, consider it as a test case. Okay, so the test case scenario is incident ticket creation. So now we have created a particular test steps for that. Let's say first step is impersonating a user, where we are impersonating a user. So if you want to add test step, you can click on this like this, and you can create a step accordingly. Let's say we have a form section. If you want to open a form, you can click on this, fill the values. If you want to set the field values, click on this, you can set the field values. Okay, so we will be covering all these things in my next video, where I will be telling you that how we can automate or how we can create a test separately, right? Then the second step is open a new form. The third step is select field values, then field value validation, then field state validation, and last submit a form. So in this way I am creating a incident through automation tool. Okay, once you create a step, then what you have to do, see here we have sections: test results, record modified, mutually exclusive tests, lots of other things as well. So now we are done with the test steps, let's say, and I click on run test. So when I click on run test, see we have an option called new test runner. As I have said earlier, see client test runner. So this test runner is basically allows us to execute test which includes or which involves a form or a UI element within, right? So here click on run test. Once I click on run test, see now test start executed. So see executing a test, step 1 of step 5. See values will get autofill. So here it is executing it. Your connection status is connected, executing as this. See values able tutor, and these all values is automated fill. See, in this way the automation testing is going on. See, running step 4 out of 5 for incident ticket creation. See, now it is submitting a form. Now testing is done. Here your connection status is connected, currently executing a system administrator, UI batches executed 1. So what you have to do, you have to click here and you will find, see run test, and everything is done. Okay, first executing server 1 to 1, then executing UI step, that is 2 to 6, and the third is rollback. So whatever result has been created through automated test framework, you will not see those created tickets in incident table. Okay, that all records has been rolled back by automated test framework. Now if you click on go to result, see you have a results along with all the information. Test status success, duration is 1 minute. Within a minute you have created a ticket, even though you have validated the fields, even though you have validated the values which you have given in the form, right? And it took almost a minute only. Okay, then the browser involved, then the step results, each and every step, impersonate success, open new form success. See, you can find each and every step results as well, even though you can also find test logs. See, okay, so in this way it provides us a perfect result, that what all step pass, what all step fails, okay, how much time it took. And even though the screenshot, let's say if I click on download to see any of the screenshot, click over here, see you can find the screenshot of the same. In case if that get failed, then you will find the failed screenshot of that, right? So just I'm closing this window. So in this way you can run a test through automated test framework easily. It is very easy to configure. Let's move to test. This one, click over here and see, earlier when we were talking about, see now we can see test results here as well. It is showing us the test result as success, right? So in this way we can perform testing in automated test framework. Now let's see what is the definition of automated test framework, right? So automated test framework is an inbuilt or out-of-the-box ServiceNow application which is used to perform automation testing. I believe now you are able to connect it, right? That why we are using automated test framework, that it is an inbuilt or out-of-the-box application which is provided by ServiceNow. It is used for verification or validation of application functionalities, testing of end-to-end scenarios, server-side scripting test, configuration customizations, and many more things you can perform through automated test framework. It is a tool which basically help us to create and run the test. So I believe now it is very clear to you that what is automated test framework and why it is used in ServiceNow. Now let's see that what are the benefits of automated test framework. So the first is reusable test that can be run at any time when required, right? Because as we have created the test, see here, when we want to run it, we just click over here and the test get run and it verify or validate the functionality, right? The second one is avoid human errors. So whatever values has been given over here, whatever test steps has been created over here, it is removing or like minimizing the human errors. The third one is speed up testing. So as you have seen that we have created an incident form, values are verified and everything has been done within a minute, right? So it is basically speed up the testing as well, because if we are performing a regression testing or if we are performing like a change management scenarios end to end, it will take lots of time, right? So definitely it will speed up testing and it make testing very easy. The last is deliver quality product to client for use. Definitely testing provides a quality product to clients, right? Now let's see what are the benefits of automated test framework over third-party tool. Okay, the third-party tools are basically Selenium, QTP, Test Complete, RPA. There are lots of third-party tools, right? So what is the benefit of this automated test framework over those tools? So the first is that automated test framework is independent of UI changes, which means if UI is getting change in future, then the test created in ATF will not get break, right? Which is basically a common issue with the third-party automation tools. The second is that it is very easy to create test and to maintain in automated test framework. And the third but not the last is good inbuilt features such as scheduling the test executions and result screenshots. Right, as we have seen, when we run the test, we find the screenshot as well, even though the inbuilt features of creating a test case, test suites are very easy, right? Even though we can schedule a test as well. If we want to schedule a test, what we have to do? We have to click over here. See, click over here, new, and you can schedule it accordingly. It is very simple, right? Now, let's see where we should not use automated test framework. So, we have to make sure that we should not use automated test framework in production instance. Okay, we always use this automation testing or this automated test framework in sub instances such as dev, test, etc. This is not used for load testing and performance testing. If some features are changing very frequently, let's say if we are changing values in a particular field on a weekly basis, then do not create test cases for those scenarios because they are changing very frequently. Then you have to maintain the test case accordingly, right? So it will take like your efforts as well, even though the functionality is changing each and every week. So it is pretty difficult sometimes. So it is recommended that do not cover those test cases through ATF. Okay. So as we have discussed about benefits, where we have to use, where we not have to use, we have talked about the modules of automated test frameworks, right? Now let's see what is the scope of ATF in testing career. So if I'm not wrong, when I started working in ServiceNow, then we have to develop, we have to test, where we don't have like a separate team of testing. So we were actually guided like you have to do development as well as you have to perform testing. Now we are seeing from the past few years, then now we have a team, a testing team with us, those who are doing a testing for us, right? Or now the ATF is also come into picture, that automated test framework, right? Which means that company will hire testers for companies, right? To perform testing, to perform automation testing, because automation testing basically need a specialist person to perform those activities, to create test cases, right? To perform functional testing, to perform unit testing, right? So it means the career or the scope of testing in ServiceNow definitely have a good chance. Okay, earlier people wants to go in ServiceNow development or ServiceNow administration. Now I believe the door for ServiceNow testing will get open for people, even though people can also try for automation testing in ServiceNow. Even though the people, those who are in ServiceNow admin, they can move to ServiceNow testing to perform manual as well as automation testing, because they are aware of the application as well. Okay, so there is a good scope, I believe. So friends, I hope whatever I have covered in this video will be helpful for you. I will be posting more videos in automated test framework, where we will talk about that how to create tests and how to run and how to perform unit testing separately. Okay, and we will move to advanced level from the basic. So friends, this is all for this video. So friends, please do not forget to provide your comments and feedback in below comment box, and if you have not subscribed my channel yet, then please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you friends, have a nice day, bye bye.